Alright, tonight's test on if my if it goes on like the mods are doing something. I don't have any mods. Well, I have my sister and my daughter still. But other than that, no mods. I want to see if it still messes up. I don't know what I could do if it ends up just being YouTube. Except for it to keep on happening, but we'll see. So hi everybody. People that make it in and talk during the chat. Uh, all the silent viewers, I appreciate you listening. Hopefully one day you'll be able to chat. And the people on the replay that come in and listen, I hope that you'll hit the like button so I know at least you come through listening. Hey, Rainbow Bright. We're seeing what happens today. If anything. Let me see, make sure I put this on mute so I have the full chat up. So yeah, let's wait and see if stuff still messes up. Of course, we're gonna be chatting and everything like normal, but this next week is gonna be about if I see the same stuff happening. Then after a week, I think if I don't see anything or if I don't know, it depends. I think a week's gonna be enough time. All my comments gonna be hidden. Yeah, we'll see. Usually the comments, if they're well, no, there's been comments that have been hidden, but they never pop up, so I don't know. That has to be YouTube. But certain other stuff is not. I doubt it's YouTube. So why does my mouth? I feel like I put perfume or something when I didn't have any perfume. That's weird. Hey, sweetums. I thought I was getting my intro together. Then I seem to forget about it. Like forget what I see all the time. So it ends up sucking every single time. Man, so my eye is getting worse, which is scaring me, of course. My back, the all around pain, like the constant pain isn't as bad. But when I sit up a certain amount of time, it sends these real bad shocks, like where there's just no I can't sit up, it's just not gonna happen. It's horrible, so I don't know what that's about, but and then like I said, my eye is getting more dim. It's just like dimming out. Um yeah, so that's scary. I don't know why. It feels like I'm tasting perfume right now. So I've never had that this type of back pain. It's really weird. But I just hope because it's not hurting so much all around that maybe those shocks will go away too. And then today was like the first day I held my baby. I'm not. I always say my baby. It's a grandbaby. My grandbaby a little bit and a little bit more than usual since my back was hurting. Then my ribs started hurting. I'm like, what the heck's going on? So I'm like, all over the place again. So sorry, that's a lot to handle. Yeah. Yep. Picking up baby is working out. Yeah, and plus he doesn't like he doesn't settle. So if he's on the side, playing with his toys, if he's on the side of me, he's still up and down on me, up and down. Like he wants me to hold him, he wants me to put him down, he wants me to hold him, put him down. So it's always twisting to the side. Um, and then he fell asleep on me. So I was like, oh, I couldn't put him down like usual if he falls asleep on me because I wasn't going to risk my back. So I think that probably did something to my back too, me just holding him while he was sleeping. Um, my rib, because that's the side where I'm putting him up and down and up and down. So, um, while I'm picking him up and down. So that side, that rib is always twisting. So it has to be from that because my other side doesn't hurt. But that's a lot to do with, I have rheumatoid arthritis. I have three types of arthritis, but rheumatoid arthritis is like no matter what you do, I just feel like if you use something a little too much and it has a little bit of weight to it, you're gonna get that area flared up, So that's what I think the rib thing is. Hi Ray. Um, so that part, yeah, you can't really get away with too much. So I feel like when you're sort of, yeah, it's sort of like that, but it's a it's the arthritis kind of hurt. Um, so I know that's what that's from. I know I don't have to go to the doctor over that crap, but it just sucks. You can't do anything. I can't do anything. Other than that, that was my day. How was you guys' day? How'd it go? Gotta remember to look up this. Look up this. Um, can you guys put in something that would be held so I could see if? Well, no, that's not. That's if it was a moderator, they would hear me talking. So no, we can't do it that way. It will come out. But my grandbaby is starting to say nah now, you guys. So that warms my heart when he knows that what's it called? When like my bedroom's off the kitchen, it's the only one off the kitchen. So when you hear him either crawling in the kitchen or walking in the kitchen, he'll say Nana because he knows like that's Nana's room. So I'm happy about that. Let me see. Yeah, huh? Weird. I didn't get that usual message. Did that show? Sweetums, did that show? Because I know that never shows me either. Uh, did I read this? I know I was about to read it. I don't know. Mine was good. I ran some errands, cleaned the house. Oh, that's good. Um, yeah, he started saying no, no, and I'm glad it's a because I said I don't want the same name as the other grandma. I was like that. My name has to be different. We're not sharing the same name, so it's not the same. Lazy day today for Rainbow Bright. What are you guys doing? We're just chatting amongst each other like we do every night. Um, okay, so it showed for you. Okay, yeah. So I cleared that one fine, and I didn't get somebody else did it. So how is that? Hmm. But yeah, eventually, I know tonight it's sort of like I'm saying things like do this. So through the thing. Well, I don't think the person's gonna. Oh man, I don't know. Do it throughout. Eventually, through the week, just keep on doing that sometimes. So I'll see. But so far, no another mod did it or anything like I usually get. So Title's a lot right now. Oh, you. But usually with that, like I say, when you have to push, because I know you guys have been mods, when you have to push, was it show or hide? I always get another mod did it because I didn't do it, so I still could never see it show up like without it, like because on my laptop it won't show me the stuff that could have possibly been hidden. So that's kind of weird that I can't ever see it. I know Rainbow never thought to include the donut and the taco. Oh wait, let me see. Let me go back because I was just looking. Oh, oh, yeah. The Swedes put a shit emoji in there. Oh wait, you got the you got the eggplant, the peach, and then the shit emoji though at the tongue. Okay. Oh. Yeah, like when it's held for review. That's been one of the biggest problems when it's held for review. When there's no, like, it's been almost from the beginning of when I started the lives. First, I didn't have any mods besides like my sister. So when I went to, let him, it would always say another mod handle it, and there was no mods in here supposedly. So tonight, that's not happening. Oh, yuck, a tossed salad special, though the shit emoji is really bad then. Yeah. That doesn't make sense that even if it's hidden, you should be able to see it. I could see it on my phone, but when it's cleared or whatever, I can't see it on my laptop. It doesn't come up, so on my laptop, I'll never see, the hidden after they show up. And then it doesn't show up on my laptop that it was even hidden, even though it's under my account. So, that's just YouTube doing that stupid shit. But now I could hit it and it doesn't say another moderator handled it. It doesn't say that now. And this is the first day it hasn't said that. So it's not a ghost moderator then. Yeah, as a channel owner, you should see everything. That's weird that it's different on a laptop. Yeah, it shouldn't be different. I know I never tried on the computer. That's the only difference so far that I see that it just doesn't show me the hidden stuff or tell them, give me the choice to clear something. But other than that, that's the only difference I see between the laptop and the phone. Besides, of course, you have a bigger window where the words are. You don't have like this little window that only shows two messages or something. I tried watching YouTube on a laptop. It's so weird and unfamiliar to me. I can't do it on a phone. I have to do it on a laptop or a tablet because for me, I need a bigger visual. I don't know. The tininess of it. It's like I don't see how people watch movies on their phone or anything. Sometimes the internet will go out here late at night where it can't be reset. Um, so I have to deal with my phone, and I feel so sad because I'm like, what is this? What am I watching? I don't see how people do this all the time. I wouldn't be able to do it. So yeah, I definitely need the bigger picture on my laptop. I have an iPad and prefer watching movies on my iPhone X. That, yeah, I hear a lot of people like that better. I mean, it's obviously a way bigger thing because, when YouTube does things mostly, it's just for a phone. Like, you can't even do the gift. They have, what are the new gift things called? The little, um, whatever the new gift things, like, you can't do it on your computer. Like, when I'm watching some of these live, when I want to do the little gift things, I have to go on my phone to do them and then just go back off my phone and go back to my computer. Um, I can't even remember my password for my computer. What? Well, does that mean you'll ever? Oh, you mean your password, like to your YouTube, to put it on your computer, or are you talking about your overall computer password? That would suck. Maybe they just didn't update that for the computer. No, it says that it's only available for the phone and now the like the iPads and stuff. I don't know about mine because mine's not an iPad, but it's not available for laptops and stuff. Oh no, to unlock the computer, can you bypass it? I think the only way you could bypass that is, well, I don't know about everything, but I know if mine were to and I had to, I would have to have what would I need? I don't know. You need a lot of stuff because you can't just imagine people get their stuff stolen and take it to a shop and say, hey, can you? I forgot my password. There would be so much stolen stuff. Um, but I think you're pretty much screwed if you don't have a certain amount of stuff. You sometimes even factory reset won't. For a computer at least, and I think the laptops and stuff like that. I mean, the for a lot of stuff, factory reset won't work. You actually need your password for factory reset. That's what happened. Like for my phone, I don't know what it did, but for some reason it magically turned where it was saying something was on my. I couldn't get in. I couldn't use my password on my phone. Yeah, that's what I do. I have it written somewhere, whatever. But I couldn't even get my what's it called, keyboard, when it showed up at all on my phone at all. No, it was just not there. So I couldn't even type in my password. I knew my password. I couldn't even type it in. I'm telling you, I always get the weirdest problems to deal with on my electronics that nobody ever had to deal with. It's just so crazy. But anyway, the keypad just disappeared and wouldn't show up, so I couldn't get into my phone. And so I was trying to do factory reset because I didn't have no other choice. But even for factory reset, it asked for the password. So eventually, I was going through. I was like, because I was like, oh well, maybe if I let my phone die out, and maybe that type of reset will make my keyboard come back on. And so I was going through hours and hours, and I'm like, wait a minute, let me just see if my fingerprints are on the phone, so I could see where the keyboard would be. And that's basically what I did. I eventually was like, oh, it was this. And I found out with an invisible keyboard where the fucking password was. And I finally got in. And then I just had to take my password off my phone because I'm like, well, what if the keyboard disappears again? I swear, phones, like I said, I have the worst luck when it comes to that stuff. And every phone I get, it doesn't matter what phone it is, every phone I get has some weird problem. It just doesn't make any sense. I break electrons when I have super strong emotions. No, oh my goodness, sweetums. That's why. When you were like, I wonder why you think I'm a haunted person, girl. If you only knew. That's what happens to me. That's why I try not to be so strong with my emotions because something breaks and I don't it's too expensive to break electronics these days. And I don't think for you even saying like I don't think many people understand that at all. But I have everybody has witnessed all my electronics breaking and stuff. Since I started meditating, I don't get I get glitches. Like I said, the weird glitches happen, but it's like I figure it out and then I'm like, okay, you gotta calm down, girl. You still want your electronics, you gotta calm down. So yeah, a lot of people will not get that at all. They'll think it's really you're lying or something. But no, everybody in my family knows because they're always like, only you, only you this happens to. Um, I want to go to a breaking place so bad. It might be good. Give me a sledgehammer. That probably will be good for you. Not again. It would be good for Sweetums too. Not again with the well. When you have that strong of an energy, it's just not. I don't know what else to call it. Raised rooms. I get glitches too. Yeah, we're like psychic twins. I'm telling you, it means something. Not everybody has that type of stuff to them. I didn't know that's what it was called. Yeah, raised rooms. I want to be able to do raised rooms because first I don't like breaking stuff. Like if a plate's whole and I'm just gonna break it for I couldn't do it. Maybe if it had a crack in it already. But yeah, there's something with it when your emotions and you get and like I said, how the hell does it break electrons? Because everything works off energy. You know what I mean? And some people have energy way stronger than the next person. At first, I thought it was a coincidence, but then there was a pattern. Yep, with electronics. I'm surprised you figured it out. But that's really what it is. And it took me a long time to figure it out. And then, like I said, I get the glitches, but I don't get anything broken. Even when I swear, you guys, I know this sounds crazy, but it's always happens when I get like I think the last two times I bought electronics, I bought it because I'm like, well, this is going to be a sale. I'm going to get this before my other one goes out. I swear, the older electronics like starts acting up like it's jealous. I got a new electronic. I don't know how else to explain it, but it always acts up, and I'm like, oh shit! And my sister always laughs at me because she's like, you can't be talking too loud about a new electronic. I'm like, oh damn, it's crazy. Hey Larry, welcome in. But yeah, that's it's so funny to hear, and interesting to hear that happens to somebody else when their emotions get too intense. Because that's definitely a first that somebody said that. I'm like, okay, yeah. And I'm so surprised you don't get a lot of hauntings, like a lot of ghosts, like energy attracted to yours. You said, okay, my old technique doesn't get jealous. Well, mine does. It tries to go out, even though there was nothing wrong with it. I just after like every 2 or 3 years, I know usually I gotta get another tablet. The computers last a little bit longer now because I don't use them for everything I used to use them, so they don't burn out too fast. Thank goodness, because even tablet, everything's so expensive. I broken cameras, laptops, garage doors. Yeah, my cameras break in the weirdest way. Like they would just like poof with smoke, and I'm like, what the hell? This doesn't make any damn sense. Of course, I don't use just a camera anymore. Just the phone now. I miss using the camera though. It's always much better quality. But yeah, anything electronic always messes up. And then I really think that's why I would stick the forks in outlets when I was little because it's like I needed that jolt or something. Because why else? I wasn't scared of the jolt or anything. I needed the jolt of like electricity. One time it was so scary. Sister and her kids used to live here, but when they moved out, there was a rocking horse on one side of the couch and a car with buttons on it. And one night the horse and the car were taking turns going off repeatedly. Oh crap, yeah. That is one thing that's going to be scary with the grandbaby, just how much toys he has with, uh, batteries and stuff. And I remember just as a kid how, um, especially those big fire trucks. Do you guys remember? Like everybody has a fire truck when they're little, and they would be going off with no batteries and stuff. And my mother sitting in the middle of the couch, frozen in fear. Yeah. Or even when the big rocking horses that you used to be able to rock on. Did you guys have those? And those rocking horses would be rocking. And those were springs and everything. That takes a lot to rock those dang horses. Yeah, I've always had ghosts around me and stuff. It's way less now because like I said, I do work on like the cleansing and everything. But if I didn't, it would be a lot all the time. Or like I don't go out places and bring anything in. That's the one that was rocking in Nain? Heck no. Oh my gosh. I think I would have ran from that one, not just sat there in fear. Oh heck no. And you have to press the buttons to even make it run. What the heck? I never had a rocking horse that neighed. Do you guys remember the scary ass Jack in the Boxes? With the damn thing you had to wind up with the scary music? Those things used to pop open when I was little. I don't even know how any kid would even want that as a toy. But um no, they're too scary. Hopefully nobody wants to get the grandbaby those things. Jack in a box. Like what the heck? And the car had sirens that would go, and the car had sirens that go, this is mommy, this is daddy, this is grandpa. What the heck? So it would do that on its own? I hate Jack in the Box so much, yes. I know if I were to make a scary movie, the damn Jack in the Box would have to be in there, because that just gets scary. Like I said, it's just scary on its own. You can't do a scary movie without the damn Jack in the Box. That's why I said whoever, whatever kid enjoys that, or parent gets it for their kids, something's up with them. Oh God, my friend picked up his son's ashes and took a picture saying that's not Jack in the Box, it's his son name. And not to worry because he won't pop out. Oh my goodness. Yeah. If anybody says, oh, I'm not scared of Jack in the Box, I'm not fucking with you. Something's extra wrong with you, for sure. Larry, did you fall asleep already? Larry be saying hi and then just going away. Um, yeah, you have to press the buttons and even make them go. And the car and the hearse were taking turns. Oh no, with the sirens and the rocking. Heck no. And that takes a lot of energy for whatever's doing it to do it. You had a Jack in the Box, Rainbow, but did you like the Jack in the Box? I think we all had them, like I said, but did you like it? Well, that's a good, fantastic idea for my urn. Oh no. He's eating his 10-course meal. I want my ashes in a Jack in the Box now. Oh, heck no. That's terrible. Hmm. I'm trying to think of any other scary. Do you guys have any other scary toys? I'm trying to remember what else was scary as a kid. What? You like the song? Wait, let me read this. I like the song would wind up in fast and then slow before it popped. That was the creepiest one of the whole thing's creepy about it. I can't believe you like that. So the popping up randomly didn't scare you? And then I'll throw my ashes on you. What? Oh, what do you mean when it goes? What is going on here? My cousin had a dummy puppet. He messed with us. Oh, a puppet. Oh, there's another scary thing. A puppet. Those things are scary as hell. I remember. Um, I always say I don't know if I told this story because I don't remember when I told the stories. But when I was one time, me and my younger brother were like up real late, and you know how after a certain amount of time, the TVs will turn off and whatever, so they do the this is the blah 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 broadcast. I don't know if they do it anymore. Um, but not when you have cable, just your basic TV. Uh, so that had came on, and we weren't paying attention to it. Who cares if it went off or something? But then something started playing. It was just like this weird movie, and it didn't have no people but a kid in it, and it had a rocking horse rocking, just all these creepy toys around and stuff like that. And there were just like scissors, these huge scissors. It just didn't make any sense. We were both so scared of it. I don't even remember what the boy was doing there, but it was just so creepy. And we're like, "What is this?" We were looking at each other. And we're like, "What are we watching?" Like, what is going on? It never made any sense. We were just like stuck looking at it until it just went away. So it wasn't even a fucking. It just popped up on the TV out of nowhere, and it just didn't make any sense at all. So we never figured out what that was, but it was sure enough creepy. The ventriloquist dummies, Rainbow. Oh Lord, I hate those two. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh wait, I missed a couple things. What happened to it? Oh, I hate those dolls that would open and close their eyes. Yeah, that used to be almost all dolls when I was little. Um, or yeah, the movie Kids Club for sure. Oh, you're talking about for the ventriloquist dummies? Yeah, they. I'm glad I never knew anybody that personally had one of those, but they were scary. But I don't even like you know how they used to people used to do little puppet shows and stuff like that. Oh, I just don't like anything um puppet wise or anything like that. That creeps me out. I would be so scared that the doll's eyes would pop open and stare at me. Yeah. I don't think I was too much of a doll person as a kid. I don't remember like having I don't think I carried a doll around. I don't know, maybe I did. I don't have I know stuffed animals. I liked I don't think I was a doll person. You have a Kermit puppet? Well, Kermit's okay. I wouldn't want it to be puppeted around my ass, but um, Kermit's okay. I see him often enough. I don't get creeped out by him. But those Muppets that used to be like in the stands, in the balcony and stuff like that, those are the Muppets that can stay away. Um, but yeah, we always, like I said, there was always something going on. Um, it's sort of weird to live now without something always moving or whatever. It does occasionally. Like I said, I do get fucked with occasionally. But most of the time, I was getting fucked with every night by something that you couldn't explain. Every freaking night. So it's weird to just not have that. I'm glad I don't have that now, but it's weird to not. I don't know how to explain it. I don't like porcelain dolls either. Porcelain dolls are creepy, but I wanted to collect them just for the fact of some of them would be worth something. But like I said, I was doing that for my daughter, and she was not having it. She was like, she threw them in the closet. She's like, "Please don't get me those anymore. They scare me." And so, porcelain doll collecting was out. I had a life-size teddy bear. I had a nightmare it would come to life. That and mannequins. Oh no. Well, I love them. I have a mug with them on it that says "Old beats being dead." Wait, of what? Of what's on the mug, Sweetums? What, Costco's teddy bears? Oh, Marie Osmond has a porcelain doll collection. I think it's so creepy. But what was on the mug? A porcelain doll? Oh, the Muppets? Yeah, no, I don't like them. I don't even. I never even paid attention to the name. I used to be so spooked out by them. You know what's weird? I've been watching like Disney stuff. Why don't is Disneyland just? I guess you have to really be like what, a little kid at heart or something, because I know like everybody's into it, and I'm looking at like what am I missing? Like what is the big attraction to Disneyland? Can somebody tell me? Because obviously it's a huge thing. Like especially if you don't have a kid. I don't. But even if I was a kid, I wouldn't be like, oh, like neither me or my daughter were like, ooh, Disneyland. So I'm just wondering, what's the big whoop with it? Google Sweetums the Muppet. Then the second season I have the name. So yeah, somebody gotta tell me the what's the attraction, because then it's like when you go on, when I see the rides and stuff, I'm like it's mainly just looking at like what the movies were, or you just have to be into the movies and all that stuff to like it. Like all the spooky talk while I'm watching Dairy, it just took a twist. Oh, I've never been. I think Disney adults are reliving nostalgia from when they went as kids. Hmm. That's what you like about it. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I just never. Yeah, I do. I guess a lot of people are like that though. It was like I felt bad, like I never had to afford it for my daughter to go. But like I said, when I talked to her about it when she was older, she's like, I never cared about that crap. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, so you're like me when it comes to that stuff. I guess I mean it's not a negative thing for people to like. I just don't understand the whole thing. Well, you want to rewatch Jerry so bad. Oh yeah, what part? Since we both watched it, nobody else is in here. It won't be any spoilers. Um, I think 99% of Disney adults went as kids. Oh, okay. So it's really just them. It's not about. So it's really just reliving your childhood, that aspect. Or I get it then. I couldn't get it. I couldn't comprehend. Now I understand because I'm like, people don't have kids. Oh no, do I even? Walt Disney was perverted. The originals where Mickey is making. Oh yeah. Um. Well, yeah, I thought Freedom said she wants. Oh, I want to watch Dairy so bad. I thought you said you want to rewatch it. Why aren't you watching Dairy, Sweetums? Oh yeah, she said. And I still don't know what Disney's gonna do with the Bible. Like that's kind of wrong that the Bible rights could still be like sold and all that stuff. My mom used to work for Disney, and we went to Disney parties for the employees, and they would close down the whole park. We went to movie screenings on the back lots and premieres. It was magical. That now I can understand your excitement with Disney. Like that plays a huge part, especially you had something most kids didn't get to do. So I understand it with you, and like how you broke it down with this, doesn't have you don't have to have a kid. It's just that that the adults are going because that's what they did as kids. I could understand that. Now that's why I asked the question because I couldn't get it before, and I wanted to ask it in his live in his chat, but I didn't want people coming at me like oh, why are you asking that? Because everybody seemed to really love Disney, but I could comprehend it now. That's how the sausage is made. I guess rainbow. Oh no. I don't have the fancy channel. Oh, you don't have. Oh, okay. Shoot, I don't have it either. I'll use my daughter's account. Yeah, that's really that had to be something special for sure. But yeah, I didn't want to ask. I'm like, people would probably be like, "What the hell? What the hell are you?" Because, like I said, I don't understand a lot of stuff because I was seriously deprived of a lot of stuff when I was growing up. I don't really know. I don't know what it is to be a kid in a lot of aspects, So, um, and then like I said, with my daughter, it's like I was too broke to do a lot of things. She still had a way better life than I had, but not like the big things that cost a lot of money. I think as an adult, I probably wouldn't get it either because I don't like any other amusement parks the same way. Yeah, but it has to be a huge thing because those wait times for the rides that only last 2 minutes or so. I'm like, what the heck? Um, and Jerry's, yeah, I know. I know. I saw that after. I think you told me about it. Somebody told me about it. I went and looked at it. Yeah, no, I could tell. Like I didn't get that it was nostalgia. I could tell that obviously he enjoyed it or wouldn't be going back there, and then how everybody else, in the chat is. I could tell it's big for people. I just didn't understand when like I said, when you don't have kids to take them there. I didn't understand the other part, but now I do. Wood Tams now are crazy bad though. Yeah, it was never like that before. Yeah, he gotta be a patient person because there's no way. Does he ever stand in the longer lines? I always fall asleep for a little bit during his lives. I always hear a long wait, and then it's like, oh, I'm going to sleep. Does he ever stand like in the ones that are like 65 minutes long and stuff? I think the only thing I did as a kid, a kid thing, was go to the circus, and I didn't even like the circus, so it wasn't so great. Circus smelled yucky. The circus and the zoo, lovely poop of animals. Especially if you grew up in SoCal and had yearly passes, you could pop in every day for ice cream and fireworks and go home. Now they have blocked out days and you have to make reservations. Yeah. He went on Rice Day where the wait was like, yeah, about 30 minutes, but I know he was saying some were like 65 and stuff. And I'm like, did he go on those rides ever? Or did he ever while you visited there? I didn't like the circus at all. The smell, the animal cruelty, not for me. Yeah, I didn't either. It just seems like a dark the atmosphere and everything. Like nobody's happy in the circus. No workers or anything like that. No animals. Just seems like a lot of misery and darkness. Dang, Larry really did go quick. He didn't even say. Did he say hi to anybody besides the overall chat? He was like, "I'm out." Oh, Jessie Lynn told me to tell you guys hi. She's been going to bed early because of, they've been having the flu and stuff. So pretty much after she takes her nightly medicine, she's knocked out. But she wanted me to let you guys know that she said hi, and hopefully she'll be in one day soon. But they're doing better. Um, they pretty much, she says, just have like stuffy noses and stuff, but like the bigger parts are over with the flu. He didn't go on those hour-long wait rides. He used to have a lightning pass to bypass those lines before. But they're 30. Oh, the passes are. I thought the passes were gonna be more than some $30. That would be worth doing that if you're going to Disneyland to pay $30 for that pass. He said hi and probably went to go eat. Yeah, she's okay. She just like her whole family had the flu for it. Like every time they got better, they ended up getting reinfected again. Over this, like I think was like the third time. She said it's pretty much cleared up now, but um, like her nose and stuff has got stuffy tonight. So I think she took medicine and went to sleep. But that's why she hasn't been up because the medicine's much been knocking her out. But she said to tell you guys hi, everybody hi, and that she misses everybody in the chat. My sister got the flu and had to go to urgent care this morning in case it was strep. She needed antibiotics. Thankfully, it was negative. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's the big thing. I'm glad I don't have my tonsils anymore because I know. Oh, 30 days per person. Oh, daily. Oh, hell no. Yeah, no. I didn't even think about that per day. Okay, that's expensive. But yeah, I'm glad I don't have tonsils because I know my tonsils would have been bothering me through this whole cold process thing. I still think it's so weird that you could get a dry sinus and dry everything. I'll let her know, sweetums. But a dry, like I've never had a dry congestion. It just feels so weird. But I think hopefully it's ending. It's not just because I'm going super hard on my inhaler. If the chest thing still happens where I can't hardly sleep, I think I'm just gonna try to see if I could get a phone conference with my doctor to see if she'll give me some antibiotics to clear up the chest. But hopefully it just clears before then, where I know it's getting better. Um, that's like I said, this was just the first time my inhaler. Sometimes they have to give you an inhaler with steroids and all that other crap. I hope I don't got to go through all that. Ew, I am not doing that. Could you nutty by it to make it all moist? Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Yuck. I think there was just a glitch. Oh, I didn't think that you might need antibiotics for what's. Yeah, because um my chest, like I'm what's it called? What is it? How come I always forget all my words when I'm talking on here? The sound that comes out. Oh, wheezing. I'm wheezing where I cannot sleep. Like it's not. It's so loud I can't sleep, and the inhaler doesn't work. So that means there's congestion in my chest, and even though I'm not like coughing or anything, it's still there. I tried neti pot and it low key feels like your water. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't do it. There's no way I couldn't do it. I know I couldn't. I had a horrible dream. I feel like because I told the story of one of the stories of my mom with me, so I had a dream that it was just like I was in a dark room or something. And I accomplished something. I don't know what it was. But then I laid down on the couch and I wanted like a cover, a comforter. And I assumed my mom was, because it was a feeling of my mom, but I didn't see the person. Anyway, someone in the nightmare brought me the comforter and they started putting it on me and they started tucking me in. And but the comforter went over my head, and I'm like, when it went over my head, I was like, oh, this. Why did I assume this was my mom? This could be anybody, you know. So then I couldn't get away out of the comforter, so I was like basically smothering, and it was horrible. And it went on for a few minutes, and then I woke up. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I woke up from that. But I was like, that really sucks that your dreams try to torture you when you try to heal from something. How long has it been going on? The wheezing's been from where I can't sleep for probably a week. And it literally is not just one wheezing area. I've never heard three different wheezes at the same time. Like sounding wheezes. I swear, like I said, it sounds like three different opera singers or something going on when I'm trying to sleep. And then my daughter's like, my snoring. She said, "You're snoring. I could hear it throughout the whole house." So that's bad. Oh no. So yeah, I went from comforting to smothering. Yeah, because I don't. Um, when I told you when my body first went down or whatever, and I had a torn meniscus in my knee and stuff. My daughter, before she left, she would tuck me in, and that would become comfort to me because she would tuck me in, and then my cat would go on my knee and purr to keep the comfort. So I actually got comforted with being tucked in. So that was a big thing. So of course during the dream, I'm like, oh, I haven't been tucked in for a long time, of course, but so in the dream, I was like, oh, I'm about to get real cozy. In my head, it's like, oh, I'm about to get real cozy. And then, no, it goes over my head. Um, yeah, good idea, Jack. Yeah, I just hope I don't have to go in for them to listen. Usually they have to listen to your chest or whatever, your lungs. I mean, you got a whole barbershop quartet for real. That's what that's what it sounds like. So, but I'd rather go away. I don't want to take any more antibiotics. Not right now. Hmm. I gotta figure out. What was I gonna do? I was gonna look on something to read. I forgot what I was gonna talk about. I always forget. I need to start writing stuff down. This is weird. This mod stuff, though. I never thought that. You know, where did Rainbow go? I don't know. Rainbow, are you there? I know she got dogs. Sometimes she gotta take them out. Hopefully Winter Moon. I saw her earlier. Maybe she's getting sleep though. But well, maybe it's only you this time. Even Sweetums for real now when it's one in chat. Oh, then there's more than one in the chat. Now it says two. But this whole mod thing got me messed up because I'm like, I never thought, um, when you see all dramas, oh, you could go to sleep, Rainbow, if you need to. When you see drama play out in other lives and stuff, you're like, oh, you gotta make sure your life's not like that. And it's weird that it's happening to me in a way, and I only have a little bit of people. It's like I don't want to lose anybody, that I chat with, and I don't want to feel like I got sort of betrayed by somebody or somebody's just being sneaky for no apparent reason, like for no reason, like why? Why would that happen? So it's weird. It's like I guess it's a common thing no matter how much you try to be, um, it's just gonna happen regardless, I guess. That's part of the whole going live thing and having mods. I just didn't think it was happening. Yeah, it was nice to see Winter Moon earlier, yeah. Yeah, Rainbow, go to sleep if you're in pain and you took meds. You wouldn't lose anybody? I already feel like I lost certain people. But yeah, it is frustrating. You're the most drama-free person I try to be. But I guess it doesn't matter what type of person you are. If other people are certain ways and you trust them to a certain point, it's gonna bring drama, even though you don't want it. And then, like I said, it's like I sort of feel stupid because I'm like, well, did I trust people too soon? And then I don't know. But yeah, some things are just kind of weird. And putting some things together and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, I was just, how when you're in a relationship and you look back at it and you're like, dang, that was right in front of my face. I saw that. But then I convinced myself it was something different. And it's like, no, it was nothing different. It was right in front of my face. I saw it. I kept on seeing it. And I kept on trying to be like, no, it's not that way. And I'm like, oh, no, it's that way. Like I did that, I think, with this situation. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. But I gotta come up with a plan to bring like more people in late night. I don't know if I'm gonna start going on a little bit earlier. I gotta figure out the times and stuff. I gotta do a little something to revamp because it's like we had steady people coming in and then it just stopped for some reason. So what went wrong? I think it's really hard to know people's true intentions and personalities in an online only context too. Yeah. I just don't understand why people want to fuck with people, period. You know, and what are your true intentions when you can't really get nothing out of this channel? It's not like it's a huge channel or anything, so what was the purpose of it all? There isn't a famous quote like when someone shows you who they really are, believe them. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was stupid. It's cute when Nana promotes your channel. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I'm gonna, because it's like lately my naps, because I don't stay asleep, have been, um, they've been like between like around 10, 11, 12. I really have to do it in my sleep pattern, but I think everybody's asleep around the time now. After freaking Zane, they left us. I know. But you would think more people want to talk about stuff like that. But that's why I calmed myself down because I'm like, I think I didn't know I was like especially like asking questions about certain things and stuff like that. Um, I didn't know that would like make people run. It's like I guess I gotta dull down my personality a little bit. Dang. Yeah, I know. I just didn't want to feel the same way. I don't know. So it's getting to me, and I'm trying to pretend like it's not getting to me, but it's getting to me because I didn't want things to be like this. It's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. I just didn't want to feel this way. Hey, Gina. Um, I don't know if you caught up on any of the lives, but I took all the mods off yesterday, besides my sister um and my daughter, until I figure out some things. I just noticed Sweetums was gone. Huh? The Zane stuff was funny, but I think it might have alienated the crowd. Yeah, I know. But we were having so much fun with it. And like I said, maybe that's the price I paid. But we had laughter. Um, it's crazy. Yeah, I was, but yeah, we were the only ones laughing about it. Nobody, no, all the people that didn't come in all the time, they were just gone. I'm like, dang. So now I have to make myself what is it called, PG-13, and see, um, Gina, when Pinocchio's there, I dip. Oh, do I know who Pinocchio is? Um, yeah, like I said, I don't know what to do to start bringing people in again. I need to start titling it. I won't say anything rated R. I don't know. But hopefully we'll get more like that crazy. Hi, Rakesh. Just to continue to be you, that's all you can do. Yeah, I gotta stop being me to a certain extent. No kill. Oh, okay. America, Rakesh. Where are you from? Sweetums, yeah, I bet you crazy. Tell us how you really feel. Yeah, you don't get the whole deal and the whole, I mean, you do a lot as being a mod or whatever, you learn a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but you really don't get the whole deal, of course, until you're a creator, and no matter if you're tiny, there's still stuff that goes on. Because I guess some people don't want you coming up. But guess what? I don't want to come up. I don't want to be part of, like, a big part of it. I just want a little piece. Can I have a little piece? But I'm not gonna stop being myself. I am going to try not to talk too much about rated R stuff. But I don't know. I have so much curiosity, and it's just curiosity. I don't want to do the stuff. I'm just very curious about it. There's only so much you can read on stuff. You want to know, like, especially if you find people that do certain things. I want to know. I have questions always. That's that's just how I am. A slice of that pie, yeah. A crumb of it. I don't even need a slice. I just want a crumb. That's weird to me when people don't like other people's success. Yeah. I don't know. I got my water today. I prepared. I know the last few times I didn't have water. Where is it? That's probably why my back has been healing because I've been picking up this damn water off the floor. A pack of it, you know. How's you guys' weather today? It's been rainy and snowy and windy. Then rainy, snow. It's so weird to have rain in January, but it's been yucky. I don't like when it snows and then it gets rain with the snow and then that yucky mixture of slush is so gross. Like I hear it outside and I'm like, ew. And it just makes the air, everything just feels so gross. There's enough pie for everyone. They need to chill. Yeah. You're healing from the exercise of or the water. Oh, what do you mean for my back? I don't know what. I'm just saying I'm sure it doesn't help that I bend down to lift up some water. I'm sure it doesn't help my back. I'm so delightfully cold and crisp. Well, cold for me. Why does it say the temperature? Even the temperatures are just it's 32. Like on normal January around this time, I think would be way lower than that. And no rain in winter. Like where does that happen? So it's just like light snow, then rain, and when for some reason the house doesn't heat up well when it's like between probably like 50 and 30 or something. It's way colder. Like the heat doesn't come on as often as when it's like below 30. Below 30 I'm roasting up in here from the heat. But when it's like 50 to 230 the heat just doesn't work very well and it's definitely more cold. Slush sounds fun if you have those giant Wellington type farm boots. Ew, I can't do it. I don't like I don't like rain, so I especially don't like I love the smell of rain, which is the ground, when you say the smell of rain, people say it's not rain, it's the rain hitting the ground and what comes up. I mean, I say it's the smell of damn rain. But I love that, but I don't like rain. I don't like the wetness. I don't like the mud. I don't like any of that. So when there's slush in that, oh, that really makes it yucky. Would be me to slip and fall on my ass in the slush and ice, and that's what would happen to me if my butt was out there too. I remember one time growing up, we had a ice storm, and the whole city was covered in fucking ice. The trees, everything was just ice. And I remember I still took my ass out there to the dang corner store, and just walking down the street, it probably took a good something that would take maybe 5 minutes took a good 45 minutes or so just to try to walk down the street without busting my ass to get to the corner store. But that was cool, even though everything was shut down and a lot of the electricity was fucked up and all that stuff. It looked cool. Wait, the smell has a name. It's what? What are you talking about? Oh, the smell of the rain has a name. Yeah, I'm not even trying to say that word. We translate to blood of the gods. But 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 still, it's not the rain technically, right? It's the earth or whatever. Ice storm sounds kind of fun. They look cool, but with all the power lines and stuff being weighed down by ice and everything, it's much harder to get power back on and stuff like that. Oh, the smell of rain has a name. So they're saying the rain smells now. It's not the actual ground when the rain hits it. Because that's all I used to get growing up when I used to be like, oh, I like the smell of rain. People would be like, it's rain doesn't smell. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it's the compounds in the soil that gets released. Yeah. Which, if the rain wasn't there, it wouldn't happen. So I say the rain has a smell. A lot of the stuff I say always gets challenged. And I'm like, is the other person right? I don't think so. You ever stick your tongue on a pole during winter? I've stuck my tongue on things and gotten it caught, like, but I don't think it's been like a pole, or it's been other things. You guys remember those the metal ice trays? Did you guys ever have the metal ice trays for the freezer? I've gotten my tongue like stuck on that for some reason. Like things like that, weirder things. Like a cup with frost, stuff like that, but never a pole. You did the pole thing, Rainbow? I always smell rain. I like the smell of wet grass. Yeah, like in a Christmas story. um, yeah, but I know people that's done a pole thing like a dummy, or like the poles under signs and stuff. Yeah, the metal bit in the middle. Yeah, that bends. So I don't know why I would lick that and get my tongue stuck on it. I did that with my grandma's metal ice tray. Not cute. Yeah, why did we do that? Were we just like, let's lick this? What the heck? And that is scary when you get your tongue stuck. And I don't, because you never think you're gonna get your tongue back. Rainbow, I heard the kid in the movie who did the tongue pull scene became oh, he probably did. He did. I saw Stewart use the metal ice tray once, and I wanted one ever since. They're annoying, and they make a horrible noise. So if you're sensitive to metal noises, think about metal scraping against freaking solid ice. It's horrible. I heard you just pour warm water over your tongue. You don't think about that when your tongue's caught up like that, though. You just eventually have to get enough moisture in your mouth to get your tongue off that. You love that noise? That noise is horrible. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Maybe eBay has it too, if you look it up. I just got my grandbaby a Winnie the Pooh, um, Winnie the Pooh coin bank off of eBay. And it's kind of old. It's from like 1969 or something. I'm surprised it was so cheap. I'm like, why? It better come. I didn't see any cracks or anything on it. It was like they were selling it. Most sellers were selling it for like $25 or something, and this seller sold it like it was originally like $10 or $12 or something. They still took off like $2 or $3 off the price. Um, so I got it for like $9. I'm like, why? Why was it cheaper? Then they made it cheaper. Usually, I don't know. Nothing very wrong with that thing. My baby great niece has already made it to Costco. Oh wow. Yeah, if you guys ever do look on eBay for not, I think it's anything, but especially like old stuff. Um, just make sure you save it, like save it, add it to your watch list. When you add it to your watch list, I guess they notify the owner that you're have it on your watch list, and usually most of the owners of the thing will like give you a cheaper price, a cheaper offer, and see if you'll take it. So just remember that if you search for old things on, well, like I said, I don't know if it's probably new things too, but I only do like antiques. Sweetums, Pinocchio, and the lead actress. Oh no, you guys, I was like, I'm about to be nosy. Wait, maybe I don't know who it is. Oh, let me put on all chat. I gotta wait a minute and see. Oh, she's 5 days. I thought, no, maybe they changed it. I thought, babies were supposed to wait a little bit before they went out. Wait, what did Sweetums say? I didn't get to see it. She retracted it. Yeah, usually, you know, oh, oh yeah, I don't see them. And I didn't do anything. I don't know. Is she gonna be a stay at home mom? You know, that's what I told my daughter she needed to be, but she was so persistent on going back to work and stuff. And that baby is my grandbaby is a mama's boy. Like he's a whole different person, a whole different baby when she's not in the house. He acts like he's just being tortured or something. Best thing I ever did for my total spot. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to figure it out, but I guess I don't know. Did anybody ever remove a skin tag? Like I have a huge skin tag, like near my underarm area, and I want to buy one of those. Okay, sweet. I want to buy one of those. What is it called? Like the thing that has like the little rubber band that's supposed to go around it and have it fall off in 5 days or something. But I think that's gonna hurt like hell. Did anybody ever get one removed like that? If you ever have one, because my grandbaby is fixated on it. He tries to pull it off and all this stuff, and I have to say no a million times. And the minute he sits with me, he's just looking at it. He's looking at it most of the time because he's like, "That's not supposed to be on you. I need to rip it off." And I had a bunch on my neck once, and I just snipped them with tiny scissors and sprayed them with rubbing alcohol. Oh heck no! I know the ones on my neck. I still got one that's small. The other one, when my daughter was curling my hair, when the curling iron got too close to it, and it didn't even touch it, but it got burned off. But it still took a few days to fall off. This one is huge, so there's no way if I were to sniff it. Like I know when the little ones start coming in, I could feel them, and I'll scrape them off. It will take a few days, but I'll get them off. This is huge, like almost like um, what are those things called? The bigger things that pop up on your skin. I don't know. It's huge. There would be a bunch of blood if that happened. But I've seen the thing that has a little rubber band that you put on and it just makes it fall off. I'm like, that gotta hurt. I gotta do something because he's really trying to rip it off all the time. It was at a Firefest one. oh, oh no. Yeah. Now that when you get older, they really come about. That's the sucky part. And I think I'm getting like perimenopause or menopausal acne. I'm really mad because like I said, all my skin routine that I learned and sure my skin's taken care of so I won't have a whole bunch of acne. Now that's coming back again, it makes me so depressed. 'Cause I'm like, dang it, will I ever be free of acne, or I'm gonna be, if I do make it 70 years old, I'm still gonna be having it. Numbing cream too. Yeah, but even if you apply the numbing cream first, that's what I might try. So once it starts, hopefully, the whole process of it, because it takes a couple of days. The whole process isn't going to be torture. I just got to make sure I have little scissors too, just in case when I put it on, it does hurt really bad. I can just snip it off, the rubber band off. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna document my process on here. I'm gonna be like, day one, hurt like hell. That's what infuriating about chemo. It takes all the hair in your head and leaves you dim. Lady must. Oh, really? So it has the nerve that still stands through all of it. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Dang. Like, why when, especially when we age, do we have to get beards and all that crap? Like, isn't it, we should be able to get rewarded for living so long. Not, here's some more hairs. IG Bros about removing the skin tags. I watched them so hard. Oh, I watch like blackhead blackhead removals or like pimple things to see if I can learn anything, but skin tags is a no. But yeah, why do we get atrophied stuff and all that crap with older? It's not fair. And itchiness and all that stuff. I cannot with Dr. Pimple Popper. I used to watch her. I don't know if she still does YouTube, but I used to watch all of her short YouTube videos. Sometimes I will get fixated on that, and I'll be fixated. And while I'm watching it, I'm like, why am I watching this shit? But I'll be watching it for hours. Not in the last couple of years, but I was at one point fixated on all that stuff. Well, like I said, for me, I have bad acne, so I was always watching to see, and I have all the tools. I don't use the tools anymore, but for my face to clear up, I had to use them for a while, so I had to know how to use them the right way and stuff. I didn't want to like destroy my face, so she taught me a lot of how to use it without destroying my face. Have you tried the Mighty Pets things? They don't work in a way where, at least for my skin, it does take out the pus, but for me, it leaves the lump there. Like I still do. I did one, and the lump under my face has been there for like 6 months, so I will not use those anymore. I don't understand how a lot of people they could use it and not have that effect. But so basically, I got the pus out of the pimple, but the pimple didn't go nowhere. So no, thank you. I was so excited to use those things, especially when I saw all the pus. And I'm like, oh, it works, and then I'm like, oh no, it really doesn't. Oh yeah, so it doesn't work on cystic acne. Okay, I didn't know that, and I used it, and I still had the bump on my face from using it. They act like it does. I've seen so much people with cystic acne. They must not know their bumps aren't going away then. Oh, I just got a bloody nose. I look so attractive with tissue. Oh yeah. Do you get one from it being the air being dry? I got one lately from that, and I never get bloody noses. Ah, sweet was not what I thought. It's because you're dry. That's what happened to me the other day. And I had the day I had the bloody nose, I told my sister, I was like, I got a bloody nose. She's like, I just had a dream you had a bad bloody nose. I was like, it wasn't bad, but um, yeah, it's a dry year. Yeah, I know. This year is definitely the most driest fucking winter air since I feel like since I've been alive. Um, so I definitely got to find space for or a humidifier and try to find a small one because it's not giving up, and this is only the beginning of winter. Cannot believe how dry the shit is. I forgot I was gonna say something. Oh, I was talking about atrophy. Do you guys know when you're older, as a woman? I know I said I wouldn't talk about these things, but fuck that, I'm talking about this thing. Do you know if you don't use your part down there, it atrophies? It atrophies. Isn't that wrong? Just because you want to be celibate, your shit is gonna atrophy. I will not be happy on that day. It's like I'm doing exercises just so well. Whoa, that's so scary. Did you guys know that though? That's like once you stop doing whatever, it atrophies. Uh, Mine isn't bad either, but still, it's the third one this winter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the air. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I gotta find a small one though, so that I can fit it somewhere in my room near me, because I have so much stuff near me. I don't have space. um, can you repeat that, please? I was on Amazon looking up humidifiers, and we're talking about the because I was thinking about that before the humidifier came up. I was saying that when you get older, if you don't use it, it atrophies. And I was like, that's dead wrong. So I'm trying to figure out some exercises so my shit won't atrophy. It's wrong that, like I said, where I choose to not be with somebody, so my shit gotta atrophy. That is atrophy dry, just a mess for real. Yeah, but Kegels don't really work all the whole thing. That's why I said I wonder if there's more. I gotta look in. I gotta start googling how your shit could work so it won't atrophy. And KY. No, I'm not worried about the KY part. I'm worried about the atrophy part. Because, like you said, like with the dryness, there will be KY, but the atrophy part, what are you gonna do then? Like what? That's just so weird. It's not fair. I'm sure men's part don't atrophy if they don't use it for a while. Dilators. I think okay. Alright, so we don't I'm trying to be all nosy, but I don't wanna I can't hear. I don't wanna put it on my live. Gina, are you in here? What is the person's name start with? So I can see. Everybody's like, what's going on? So I'm just trying to be nosy in another chat, you guys. I know, it's not good. Oh, I was out trying to be nosy. I was like, Gina, are you in here? What does the person's name start with so I can see? Because I don't see, I just see all the usuals. Mostly mods, besides one person. Are they a mod? Are either one of them a mod? Where is he now? Isn't, I thought Disney closed. Alright, let me stop being nosy when I got a check going on. Just gonna try to bring this to like the 2 hour mark, then I'll hop off. Oh, okay. Make it 18 minutes to go. Um, yeah. But yeah, atrophy. That's a sucky thing. Sucky and scary because I wonder if it does something to the body once it's at atrophy. I have a question about runes. Go ahead. I'll see if I can answer. Do they say spiritual warrior a lot? Yeah, because well, the main thing is a spiritual warrior. Like, one of the runes are a warrior rune, but it does wrap around the spiritual warrior. It's like, um, mainly they use it as like a core of the person, of anybody. Um, so yeah, that is talked about a lot through that. Because it's like, I don't know if you were on it when I was started explaining them where, they go as old back in the day where there was even, people that would fight, their shields would have the rune symbol on it because they feel like they were protected. So they would have the rune symbols on their shields in battle. Yeah, that it mentions it. I don't know if there's probably most of the readings definitely has that in there. But I thought it was just being a special thing. That's pretty much what the runes are telling you to find and reconnect and to connect with that part of you. I read it went to Norse history, yeah. Um so it's like we battle obviously a lot of stuff mentally and all that. So that's the biggest part. Once you get more in touch with your spiritual warrior, it's like you're supposed to grow and heal, more. Because like I said, we all have it. It's just a lot of us it's hard to tap into. I really thought it was so special with the spiritual. But the thing is, when readings are like similar in like I said, not all of them. A lot of them are. I would have to look and see. But I don't think I've read all the runes. Like because if I don't pull them, I don't read them. So I'd probably have to go through the whole book and see if it how much times it does mention the spiritual warrior. But like I said, there's one rune that's the warrior rune, and you got that yet? I don't think you have. But and also, like I said, the general readings are usually 3 to 5 rooms, and I only pull one. You know, yeah, we all pulled. That's what it's been since I've been reading rooms. It's only been about 5 or 6 rooms, and all the rest go unread. Which talks about energy. That shows how much rooms really deal with energy. Oh, what's the name of the book? Oh, I know it's by. I don't want to twist that way right now because of how my ribs go. Let me see if I could look it up. Um, I could find it on Amazon because I know. Oh, it's Ralph Blum. Ralph Blum. So he has a few books. Um, Blum. No, let's see. He has a few books. I don't know if in his books the definitions are the same. I don't understand why you would have multiple books with the same thing. But uh the one I read out of is the 1987 one. So I've never bought any more of his books to see if any meanings change or anything. So yeah. Dang, they're expensive on Amazon. It's more like it looks green, yeah. I mean it's so I don't know. It's more like a faded blue. But I think it looks green. Yeah, as long as it says 1987, it's a book. And somebody selling it for 120. Why? They're crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I know it is becoming more rare, because I don't think the person's alive anymore. If I'm so what he wrote or whatever, there's not gonna be books, you know, in rotation, but that price is ridiculous. I'm gonna eventually try to see if I'll get another one of his books and see what the difference is, but I don't want to waste my money if there's no difference. Um, I'm going to now, Sweetums. But watch out with those if you were to get the book. Watch out because I had to cleanse 2 books, and one my daughter's book took me like a good month before she could even touch it with whatever that came with. Oh, um, oh yeah, we were talking about that in one of our lives. We had that's why she put the bookshelf up because we wanted to see when she mentioned it. Oh, if you see you were gonna get the ebook, okay. Hey, Gina's asking all the questions I asked. I was like, are those handwritten ones? Let me see. It's Ralph. Deceased. I think he is. Yeah. So yeah, his stuff is gonna eventually be more expensive as the years go. Shit, I should get a couple more books through the years just so that they could be sold. But the thing is, I'm telling you, these books, people are, um, yes, Sweden put it up there. People are using this just the way I'm using it, but they're also using it for bad, you know. So when you get the books, it's like, you got to watch out. It's because it's just not like a regular book. People are actually practicing shit on it. My daughter still won't touch her book with her hands. She uses a silk cloth or whatever to open the book and go through the pages. Oh, you do calligraphy too? Man, I tried to do calligraphy for the longest. I could not. And then the calligraphy pens, like, I kept on stabbing me and stuff. Those things are sharp. I know my ex best friend, he used to write really really neat, and it's just so weird because he acts like he's unintelligent in so many ways, but his writing was always very very neat. I wonder if he sits there for an hour and writes something out, or you know. Oh hell no, that book would stay at the bookstore. Yeah, you don't play with stuff like that. Um, so yeah, after my book, and then I did cleanse my daughter's book, and then I was like, when my sister wanted it, I was like, I'm not cleansing these books no more. They're too much, you know. And then I lost my books is in a tote somewhere. I can't find it, so I had to buy another book and cleanse that book. And I'm like, oh no. But my newer book isn't as used as the other one, so it wasn't that long. So like cross stitch, diamond art, paint by numbers, yeah, all that stuff would give me a stomach ache. If something is something that annoys me that I don't enjoy, it gives me a stomach ache. How do you cleanse the books? Well, for me, I have always have like something to put it in, and I put it in something with, if it seems really bad, with like um salt and crystals, and then you just wait basically. In hopes that it doesn't feel the same. And then like I said, once something's around you and you're doing your cleansing, you know, like I said, I usually cleanse like every day or whatever, then yes, yes, salt. Um, you can't play sometimes. You really don't want somebody's energy, especially if they use it for bad, you know. I don't ever play with that stuff. I'm too much of a free bird. Even in my isolation, I wouldn't be able to concentrate that long. Oh, on the art stuff, yeah. But yeah, I don't play just because I zone out and dissociate doing them. Yeah, I think I would too, but I don't. It just annoys me. The only thing I can do is like scratch art, and that's just so messy. I'm trying to find a cleaner way to do it. And then like the jewelry and stuff. I think that's how come a lot of people could do that type of stuff. Because it's them doing something good in their dissociation instead of doing nothing at all. Did you post Sweetums? Your your desk? Um I saw some dude making bank doing people's names. Yeah, a lot of people just for people to write their names. My handwriting's crap. I couldn't do that, but yeah, a lot of people make money off of that. I wish I could come out. I do like watching people color with markers. Okay. He didn't even write it nice. Oh, really? He was just writing it and doing the children's toys that spins with paint. Oh, wow. I can't watch the marker ones because of the sound of the marker. I like how markers, color and stuff, but the sound is so gross. Yeah, Mom Food's been doing like the glitter pens and stuff. And some, I think she did scratch art too. That's harder to do the names with scratch arts, I'm sure. Yeah, I like people doing it neatly, not sloppy. I always see people do it really neat. I can't stand the marker sound either, yeah. Write names in the sand. Oh, that's cool too. But I just know if I tried it, my butt. First of all, I have arthritis in my hands. I can't even really write journal anymore. So I'd probably be going 2 minutes and be like, "Well, time's up." And plus, like I said, my writing's not neat. It's not messy, but it's not neat enough for that. I'm gonna hop off here after we see Sweetum's death stuff. Let's see. I always wonder if I get notified, but I know it's not going to unless I get the at mention. I'm sorry, guys, if these lives have been somewhat blah. I'll eventually figure out what I'm going to do with them. It's a lot harder than it looks doing this. Alright, Gina. Wow, yeah, I don't see anything. That's why I said I think it's way more. It's not just easy. You have to like resize the pic and all that stuff. I don't know why they just don't. Why they can't just use the standard pic that most cameras have, like the pic size. Why do they have to be smaller? Like Instagram and stuff doesn't have that problem. Why is YouTube always got to be difficult? That's why I can't change my dang profile picture. Let's see. Oh, it's up now. See, it does. So it doesn't notify me. Like I said, if you guys want to see me to see it, like when I go on or something, instead of telling me to look, you have to put at mental makeup in it. The at mention. Oh, that's so cute. I'm trying to see what are those in the background, the lettering. You are really so neat and tidy. Oh my gosh. I wish I could be like that. Wait, what happened to it? Where'd it go? Why doesn't... Oh, there we go. Was it, um... That's the Penguin Classic 65th Anniversary Collection. But what is it? It's little books? Yeah, I know. That's why I said it's cool um how you can be minimalistic. I really wish I could be. But I always get so many things. I'm like, oh my goodness, where do I put it? Oh, the kitty. But you said the things in the background are, what are they? They are little books? Let me go to the... Oh, oh, there's a bunch of mini books. Wow. That's so cool. Yeah, like I said, I could never that like I remember I tried to set up a desk once and I had so many things on there. Yeah, that's what that's very minimalist. I read a book every night so I don't doom scroll. So it's you said it's a penguin like the penguin eh, let me go back to what you wrote. That's a Penguin Classics 65. So it's what though? It's just books on what? I don't get it. The Penguin. What is the Penguin Classics? I never heard of that. Oh, just the publisher. So would there be books that if you could say them, I would know or something? When little cats are chopstick holders, but I put my oh that's cool. Put the paintbrushes when I paint. I'll be glad when I could purge some of my stuff out, but I know I'll never be. If you if you see any of my setup, I got like so much going on. It's ridiculous. Any space is used up. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. I want to be able to, if we hopefully I don't know, I settle into somewhere. I need to have like a book lined with. I don't like I declutter like yeah I don't like clutter and usually I can declutter every like 2 or 3 times a year, but I need help with that. And my daughter hasn't been able to do with the baby and everything. But I would need a place that has a whole wall with like square bookshelves so I could have all my books and have all my coin banks and all that stuff organized, like all the stuff I collected through the years. I need like a huge wall of that. Um, because I can picture how it would look, and then I need a makeup wall because, like I said, my collections of makeup and stuff I want out. And it's the 65th anniversary. They released a set of classics. Let me look up some titles. Sweet as we will have to meet in the park, I would come through like a tornado in your lovely space. Exactly. I know. I can't. Like I said, I wish I was like that. It is. I would love to be that way. That would simplify a lot of life. My walls look like an Amazon drop-off center for real. That's how mine are too. You should see your pantry's even neat, sweetums. What the heck? No, it's everywhere. Are you giving a Khloe Kardashian pantry? Oh my gosh. I won't even look at their stuff. I'm sorry, but as people that are rich as fucking stuff, I just want to. If I was like that, if I had the privilege to have that much money, I would be so sensitive to what people saw because I know how it is, being dirt poor and all that stuff. I just wouldn't show off that stuff. I don't know. So when I see it, I'm just like, blah, let me go past it. I don't know. I just feel for people when, just like, I just couldn't be that showy. Now, are you going to go take a picture of the pantry so we can see it? You should get paid for organizing people's stuff, like really. Like declutter and organize. Yeah, we gotta see the pantry down. People probably are gonna be going on like, well, like, why is we posting this stuff? Because we're asking. But yeah, even one of my shelves have like 30, 40 things on it just for one shelf. I follow a bunch of minimalists. Yeah. Oh, I wish I could be like that. Like I said, I have so much. I have. I have such a hard time of letting things go because of how much times I lost things completely through my life, you know? But it's not like I'll keep something that needs to be thrown away. It's just that, there's a lot of stuff I enjoy and it doesn't have space. But like I said, we need to move again where it's like when I moved into this room, it was my whole apartment in this room. So we weren't prepared. It wasn't like we moved into a house together. It's like I had to move in here. My whole apartment had to go in one room. Where we move next has to have like a attic, whatever, where stuff could go in the attic, and I could set up my room a certain way. Right now, I feel like I'm living in a storage closet, a storage unit and shit. I want a janitor cart with all my cleaning products and doodads. Yeah, but I know a lot of my makeup, at least a third of my makeup, has to be thrown away. My collection is mainly going to be like palettes, and if there's some type of design or whatever on some certain thing, but all the lipstick, most of the lipsticks and all that stuff got to be thrown away. And the cheaper palettes will go to my great nieces and stuff because they always do makeup. But I haven't bought. I'm proud of myself. I haven't bought, hardly any makeup these last couple of years. Just a palette here and there, and some lip products or something. But um, and even with my coin banks, I haven't bought. I think I bought maybe two a year. Usually I would buy like one a month. So I've made changes. It's just on the stuff that I do have, it needs a place to go. I just found a makeup bag filled with all these pots and of bare minerals. Yeah, bare minerals still is around. But yeah, I remember they used to be the main loose powder people. Now there's so much loose powder out there. I remember my sister did my makeup with bare minerals and it was so plain and I was not used to my makeup being so plain and I couldn't do it. I like went out and I'm like, oh, I gotta put on a bold lipstick. I couldn't be plain Jane. I can't ever really be plain Jane. I do, even if my makeup's plain, like my face makeup and stuff, and my eyeshadow, I still have to have a bold lipstick. It's just who I am. So I never pick out neutral lipsticks. And my sister got me one for Christmas I'm gonna be trying out, but I'm still gonna be having it with a bold eyeliner. I mean a bold lip liner. That was my attempt at trying makeup. Yeah. When they started doing that, they didn't even have a primer, I don't think. Um, a primer will work better using bare minerals. Okay, done. Now we get to see the pantry. Oh wow. Dang. Yeah, that's good. I would be having that's your stock. Like I would be having if I had room, I would be having more than so that's all you have in the house total, or that's just the pantry area. Do you have like backup stock if things were to go awry? You don't even have some backup stuff. My big sister used bare minerals. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mine did too. She didn't like a lot of stuff like I did. Our older sisters were very similar, just like you and Cherry are very similar too. That's just a pantry, but I live alone and don't really eat meat. Okay. My pantry would have I only use like 4 spices. I'm starting to use a little bit more, like being a little bit more adventurous. And on the sauces and stuff, like making um lo mein and stuff. Bauer sauces and stuff. I'm getting a little bit better with different making different stuff. Yeah, they are similar. I go crazy with the label makeup. If it doesn't move, I label it. Yeah. But I want to have it, like I said, there's not much of a pantry like area here. It's just like one little, it's a big closet, but the shelves are so skinny. Just is so, but my daughter has that neatly done. I love seasonings and salts and stuff. Yeah, like I said, we're adding more to it, but the the before it used to be like 3 seasonings. That's it. I'm starting to add a little bit more. I like the look of the tin next to the Old Bay ice cream when I saw the shelf labels. Yeah, yeah. Let's see the tin. I can't zoom in. I guess because I'm on my computer, so I can't see. Um, can't see what the tin is. I see it. I just can't see the tin in close detail. Gotta wait till like I'm on my phone or something to zoom in. I label heck out of everything. Like I said, it's good to be. I wish I was the way you were. Simple and like that's not much of a You don't have to do much cleaning on that aspect. When you got 30, 40 things cluttered together on one shelf, that's a whole different. You know, it's just different to live that way, and I don't like living this way. I want a lot of stuff cleared out, or just for places to have it. I need more shelves and stuff like that to get everything right. Because, like I said, 75% of my stuff didn't leave my totes. I literally had to buy stuff over again just to have it out of the totes because the totes are packed on each other and I don't have strength to go through them. So when I moved in here, my room was just filled with totes. And then, like I said, I had to rebuy stuff. So a lot of stuff I have doubles of that could go once we get to a place where the totes could be unpacked. I think because my life feels out of control, it's the one thing I can't control. True, but I wish I could be like that too. It's so good and not expensive. Well, I also have the smoked version. Oh, I think that was whatever Gina retracted. But yeah, I want a place for all my stuff and more openness. But like I said, right now my room looks like a storage unit. Um. Oh, English salt. The typos irk me. But yeah, that's a good thing that you're that way. Hopefully one day, like I said, I'll have my stuff arranged and stop. Like I said, I don't over buy stuff. I just gotta start using the stuff I have more. That was fun giving you guys. Well, at least you could. I couldn't take a picture. Like I said, my stuff isn't like trash or nothing. It's just a whole bunch of stuff cluttered together, but no trash or anything like that. But I used to have like I said, just being a stick, I used to have my sister come in and help me and stuff, but of course she passed away, so I don't have that. Yeah, thank you for showing us. But I am gonna get off here, you guys. And hopefully I see you tomorrow. Thank you for coming in and keeping the live going. I'll figure out things eventually, hopefully, and things will go a little bit smoothly. But I hope you guys have a good night. And those who do the replay, hit the like button. Shoot, we only got 5 likes. We're really going backwards. But yeah, those who listen to the replay, please hit the like button. All right, you guys. Good night.